most of the kids here, they come from a bad background back home. So most of them could relate to what she was talking about and how she turned her life around. So that's inspiring. Yeah, it was inspirational to all the kids, well, most of the kids here.
When I was in the first grade, I was playing on the block. I went to go look for my friend, and her uncle ended up trying to have sex with me. But remember, my mom didn't speak Spanish. So I ended up never being able to tell her what happened, and by the time I could, I didn't know what to say.
My favorite part about the speech was just seeing, hearing how her background was, because I kind of grew up that way.
On my mom's side, my oldest brother was a diagnosed alcoholic. If he drank NyQuil, he would go on binge drinking for months with NyQuil. Imagine how bad that was, okay? And my other brother was a diagnosed schizophrenic. So that was one big thing, is this identity issue of being just all mixed up. Native, I'm like 3 tribes on my native side, mixed up Mexican. No one would say, oh, well, you're really this or you're really that, because you're just all mixed up. So I literally was all mixed up. Those of you that haven't had it pretty good, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know about those times where maybe there wasn't enough, or those times where people just did things to you where you were like, you shouldn't have done that. That's not right. Okay, but nonetheless, they did that to you.
I felt relief that knowing that some other people out there have experienced things that I have, and it's taken a lot off of me.
Sometimes we believe the lie of, I don't have another option. Anybody ever say that in your family? I live like this because there was no other way to live. Anybody tell you guys that? Who has the choice to really say who you are? Who has the choice to say, what am I really going to do now with everything that I've been through? Those of you that are underclassmen, you're either going to choose to go to college, go back to the res, or move off the res. Whatever your choice is, remember that it's your choice. And that no one can ultimately control your choice, right? When you go into that counselor's office, the counselor gives you all these options. It's options. It's a choice. When you get that F, right? Who got the F? You did. Okay? You chose to not do the work, or you chose not to turn in the work. It was still your choice.
I made the decision to come here and try to change it, actually graduate high school.
I remember the day I walked across the stage. I was the first person in my family to ever graduate. How many of you guys are going to be the first in your families to graduate? Yeah? Good. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Like this. Or you could do it like this. Just don't do this. Okay? So life is about choices, good or bad, right or wrong. Your destiny will unfold according to the choices that you make. So even though I went through all of that, when I got into high school and I made the choices to make new friends, I made the choices to accept what had happened to me. I didn't forget it. I still remember what happened to me. I still remember the people I loved. I still remember my friends. I didn't turn my back on them. I remember them. But in honor of them, I chose to make it. And so I applied to college. I ended up graduating with the 4.3 GPA. I went to UC Davis. I went to the top Native American history program in the country. I ended up becoming a teacher. I'm a teacher for 13 years. I have a good house with a pool and a jacuzzi. I drive a nice car. I make good money. I have 2 sons who live a stable life, who have never seen alcohol in my house because I chose for it not to come into my house. I have a house where they get good grades. They never had to be afraid of anybody. They never had to, I told them what they were. I told them who they were. I told them that the Creator made them special and that the Creator had a purpose for their lives. And I made everything for them that I wanted, and I chose for them. And so my life completely flipped, okay? And I'm telling you this because I know, go ahead and change it, that I'm not better than any of you. right?
My favorite part was when she was talking about how your choices define you, but then like nobody's better than you because you make those choices.
The Creator did not make me better than you. You have the ultimate choice to take your past and make today better. You have the ultimate choice of changing your current circumstances despite what you've been through. You have the ultimate choice right now. All right, so I hope that today my little story or my images or something in there inspired you, encouraged you, that you can make it. If I can turn my life around and I can take what was seemingly bad and make it as good as it is now, any single one of you can do it too. All right? How many of you guys are going to do that for yourselves? Yes? Good.